Owlbear's strike is here and making its mark on the meta already. Dimension Force has only just arrived in the country today. So hopefully from this week, Americans can only criticise the size of our tournaments, nothing else. Speaking of events though, the Hamilton WCQ regional qualifier happened over the weekend. You may have heard of an incident during the event, but while round 1 did have its times that round, the concerns of the people have already been shared, so we can't get too teary-eyed about it. Anyway though, state champs are only a few weeks away, so let's throw ourselves into the list from the Hamilton WCQ regional qualifier. Let's check it out. So we're going to be discussing the list in order of their Swiss placings, because for WCQ regional qualifiers their official results only count the Swiss portion. And there's no slash to you, Taina, you did fantastically for taking your deck all the way there to first place and taking out the top cut part of the tournament there. But for official results, we're going to be discussing them and how they finished in Swiss. So first up here we have James Hamill on Fluanderies. Typical build there, we see him with 1, 2, 3 Rabina there. Oh, you're right. And oh no, wait. No. So James seems to have made the dash over to branded Despia here. Maybe trialing it up. Like I said, states are coming up in the next couple of weeks, so probably wants to master at least a couple of decks there. I think the only thing, it seems like a really standard list so far. I think the only thing that we see there is like a double branded loss. That may be something that's coming up with the metas there, not too sure. But we see him on the triple super poly there, obviously anticipating a lot of branded Despia matches up. See him with the Proskini in the main, really grinds the gears if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is a really good card. We'll pop up the text here so you can read it. But yeah, familiarise yourself with this card because this thing can make or break you almost more than the Guardian Chimeras. We see in the side deck here, he's only side decking the 3 Ashes, obviously for just the branded match up there. It's not really going to be used anywhere else. Branded do tend to just play a bunch of board breakers. We do see him on triple crossout designated there. Mirror match again, just picking off cards as you see them. The D barrier there, again, that's just a crossout target there. And then a lot of back row hate here, a lot of back row hate. We see the triple cyclones, double twin twisters, and then the zombie world that's there, as well as the little girl zombie as well, which when dumped to the graveyard and put the zombie world straight onto the field there, absolutely locks out Fluanderies there. They can't do their wing beast shenanigans because the zombie world makes everything, well, zombies, doesn't it? And you can dump this straight to the grave there with your brand of fusion there. Really good card, and really good for countering the meta. Next up here, we've got the second place list for William Giles of the Pranky Boys here, and his golden lords. So it looks like the banning of Meow Mew was absolutely too much for his brain and has absolutely broken the man to the point of him running Monkey Eldritch here. Like, look at this thing, he's 40 cards but triple Solemns, triple Storming Mirror Force of all things, triple skill drains, triple D barriers. This man just did not want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or let his opponents do otherwise as well. Side deck there we see triple balls, triple lava golem, triple lightning storm, triple anti-spell, and just going hammer and tongs there on all the anti stuff there. Extra deck really doesn't do anything there. He's on Starlight Road. Starlight Road can definitely come up with the 2 Stardust Dragons there. But and the Dogmatic Punishments. So there you go. Oh, and the pots. Does have some use. Alright then. Despite playing Eldritch, this man has thought about his deck a little. On at the next one. Third place, we've got Dino and playing Agents. Agents, obviously got the new support coming out that came out and goes from the past too. I don't think we've seen this deck do anything since like 2011 or anything like that, but really cool to see. Again, the only hand trap we see in the main there is the Ash Blossoms. Then I spoke too soon because I just scrolled past some Heralds of Orange Light there. Yep, Arclord Christia Turbo. Got a few things. It's there. Lanciers. Still respecting Sword Soul there. Still respecting Sword Soul by playing the token collectors in the side deck there. But we see again, Evenly Match coming up as a really great card for going second at this point, and obviously going first cards in the form of Anti-Spell Fragrance. Saluting you, Dino, fantastic deck. So after taking a thumping at Bay Dragon Regional, Ricky has jumped ship from Drytron to Sword Soul. He did take out North Island Champs last year with Sword Soul though, so just going back to its roots here. As we can see, very stable, really standard list for Sword Soul. This is what you're going to see a lot of people playing here. See the DD Crows here as a second hand trap, really great this format, especially if there's going to be a lot of Despia there. See the inclusion of Heavenly Dragon Circle coming back, helping you dodge your own or your opponent's hand traps. And then yeah, Pot of Desires back to one of the great winners of the latest ban list that only came out last week there. And yeah, no real surprise there. We see the Chalice in the side deck there. Most likely for stuff like your token collectors, just shutting it off on your turn and then just playing through and everything like that. Rivalry Warlords, probably the only person in the room still playing the Gamma package, but yeah, well done Ricky, good stuff. Cool, 5th place now, we've got Taina here on Phantom Knight. Never one to give up in the face of a hostile meta. Taina should be knighted for an absolutely sterling effort here to like cruise into 5th place just with Phantom Knights here. Should also be pointed out though, he also finished 1st place after the top cut. Remember, these are all based on the Swiss standings. They did have playoff afterwards, which Taina took it out, defeating Eldritch in the finals, I believe, there. So well done to him. As we can see here, still playing the Scythe and Lancier package there. Still got the Dagger down in the extra deck. I think the spice here though, the spice that we're seeing here is going back to the Predator Plant engine. Remember, Darling Cobra, that can search any fusion card there, so it doesn't matter if you don't have Verte, you can search for your Destiny fusions there, you can search for your one-off Super Poly in the main or in the X side deck there when you side them all in. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, only 2 Ash Blossom, pretty much just gets in the road. Ghost Ogre there as a 3rd, but I'm pretty sure that's just there for emergency teleport targets there. Moving on now, James E. DDD does it, taking DDD to 6th place. Really great deck, and he's been playing this for a while now. Thank God he did move off Mystic Mind to play this, and yeah, he's starting to see the real rewards here of like learning such a technical deck, better than your opponents there. He's playing the Small World package there, not the Piri-Reis map. Life points are essential there, and like, yes, the Piri-Reis map is like, how can you say, probably more consistent than Small World. Only takes 1 card to get you going. But yeah, cost of 4,000 life points, that can be devastating, especially with a deck like this which pays life points in the standby phase. You can see him on the Cerberus and Rage package there, which are now legal in the TCG. Excellent stuff. And then opting to play Veiler, really good choice, as well as Impermanence as his 2nd and 3rd hand traps there. Side deck, nothing too much. Call of the Haunted, almost said Call of the Haunted. Do mean Change Your Heart there in the side deck. That did come back to 1 last week, so watch out if your opponent plays that. They are not playing banned cards, they are following the banned list. But yeah, evenly matched as well, great card. Playing his own dimensional barriers. Yeah, looking good. Right, 7th place now, we've got Lucas on Bird Up. Did have a rocky start to the event, but this man soon cheered up and landed Bird Up into the 7th place nest here. So then there on the Bell and the Crows, going really hard on the anti-graveyard stuff. Not a lot of people do play the triple Crows in Bird Up because you can search it off one of the Luralisk XYZs there. But yeah, we see them going back to their roots. Tri-Brigades, Birds, can't play the Fusion Destiny package anymore, Verte being banned and everything like that, and we can't exactly splash Verte banning as well means you can't actively splash the branded Fusion stuff as well. But so yeah, really good deck. Lancier's in the side deck there, Gamma package, Drolls as well, a little bit of back row hate, and of course the Harpy's Featherstorm. This card is just insane if you control a Winged Beast card. You can just shut off all your opponent's like monster effects for the turn, and yeah, they can't do anything. And finally we have Harry, fresh off his win at the Card Merchant winner box last weekend. He's cruising in at 8th place here with the branded Despia. I don't think there's too much changed from his deck last week here. Still looking pretty good. Well, I mean, we see the 3 Super Polys in the main deck. Like I said, it's becoming stable. Only the single branded loss there. Still in the Contact C in the side deck here. This card is great for like Despia Mirror and everything. Well done again to Harry. Doing well with such a strong deck. And there we have it, folks. The top 8 deck lists from the Card Merchant WCQ Regional Qualifier coming in. Seen Despia absolutely rocking the format here since it's come in. Dimension Force has just landed. Expect to start seeing that in deck lists coming this week here. that's all I've got for today. Thank you for... Yes, that is time in the round. Journalist, that is time in the round. Time in the round? Ah!